Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. This is one, my friends. I'm going to be testing the GeForce GTX 970 in Cyberpunk 2077. This one is the Asus Strix version of the card. It comes already overclocked out of the box. I'm not pushing it further, as you can see right here. And of course, we're running the latest Nvidia drivers, 511.79. Over here in Tech Power-Ups GPU-Z, you can check out all of its specs, along with the 4GB of GDDR5, of which 512 megabytes were actually slower VRAM. Oh boy, the 970 days. And over on the left, you can see that we're pairing it with a Ryzen 9 5900X and 16 gigabytes of RAM. CL14 3200 MHz dual channel, of course. Let's get right into it, shall we? And let's go over the settings first. We're playing at the 1080p resolution using the low settings with medium textures. This is it. Over here at the bottom, you can see that Fidelity FX Super Resolution is turned off, but of course we're going to test it with that on enabled. With it enabled, yes. Over on the gameplay tab, you can see that this is what we're working with right now. All right, so this is where we started the Intel Xe graphics benchmark in this game, and that GPU, well, it was actually kind of decent, not gonna lie. At 720p using FSR and Ultra Quality, it was getting 30 plus, or actually it was getting around these FPS that we're getting with the 970 at 1080p native, of course. So that's very impressive for integrated graphics, but we're not really here testing integrated graphics, so let's shut up about it right now, shall we? So unfortunately, guys, the performance in Cyberpunk 2077 didn't really improve much. What the heck? That guy was just falling, or girl was just falling like really straight. It was weird. But yeah, it hasn't really improved, unfortunately. It's still pretty much the same thing. What the heck? I think this is slightly worse than the previous performance in this game. I'm not sure if I'm remembering it correctly, but I think when I tested this graphics card in Cyberpunk in the Sunday video, it performed a little bit better than this. Now, maybe it's because we were in a slightly less intensive area. But yeah, it gets 30 plus. What the hell? We got some... Oh my gosh, those barriers. It got stuck in the car. What do I do now? What the actual hell? Oh, it's still Cyberpunk. I knew it. I knew it was still Cyberpunk. I'm not sure why you guys want me to say Cyberpunk every time, because it's clearly Cyberpunk, right? What the heck? There were cars in front of us. They just disappeared now. Oh my god, dudes. Maybe it was a little bit better back when I tested it in the Sunday video, because I actually overclocked the card a little bit. But hey, let's try it out using some FSR on Ultra Quality right now. It is looking pretty similar. I can see some aliasing in like the power lines up there, for example, but it's pretty minor. It's a little bit more soft, you know, definitely, but it does increase our FPS by a heck of a lot. Honestly, I was just expecting a little bit better coming from the GTX 970. Get the heck out of my way! It's very underwhelming, this performance, actually. They actually did change the system requirements, and they say that the GTX 970 is now the minimum required GPU to run this game. And there we go, we got another barrier stuck in the car. And that's actually true. You know, the system requirements are kind of accurate right now, because we saw it at 1080p, low settings. It was very close to 30 frames per second, but it never dropped from 30. So I guess that's what they based the minimum requirements on. 30 plus FPS experience at 1080p low settings, which is a bit of a shame with the GTX 970. I was certainly expecting a bit better here in this game, honestly. Even though I tested it a while ago and I got around the same result. Anyways, I think we're gonna overclock it here, because I just want to give the 970 a little bit better of a chance here. So 150 megahertz on the clock and 300 on the memory clock. Let's see what difference that makes. It's still pretty similar, isn't it? A lot of people tell me that, oh, if you overclock, you're gonna get like 20% higher FPS. Well, that's not really the case. It doesn't really happen, at least not often. So we might be seeing like 3, maybe 4 or 5 more FPS, but it's not really that big of a difference. And if I didn't really have the FPS counter enabled, I wouldn't notice that we are running an overclock at the moment. It's basically the same experience, more or less. So pretty unimpressive results in my opinion, once again, guys. I was truly expecting a little bit better, but let's drop it down to quality. At this point, it will start looking a bit too bad here, very soft. So I wouldn't really play this game on quality FSR at 1080p resolution. If you're playing like at 1440p or 4K, sure, quality FSR will probably look decent, but at 1080p, I would probably stay away unless you're playing on like a Steam Deck or something. Really curious to see what that can do, by the way. I will definitely buy one to test it here in the channel. At least now we can get 60 plus outside of town area. So in less intensive areas you can get a very smooth and stable frame rate, but as we all know, it drops by quite a bit, especially in that roundabout where I always benchmark this game. It's super intensive. What? Oh, right. It's all good. It's all fine. Also, we're in the future. Why are we still using gas? I bet the gas prices in 2077 are just insanely high. How do these people have money for the gas? I barely have money for the gas nowadays. Okay, let's get to this area once again, and it's dropping from 60 to be expected. 50s, at least it doesn't drop from 50, so it's all right. Could be worse, but it could be better. Can we get 60 plus on balanced FSR? At this point, it's just for science, guys. It just looks very bad, and it still doesn't get 60 plus, as you can see. Oh gosh, then the police are coming after me. What the hell? There was something falling there. What are you doing? What are you doing, you crazy guy? Let's follow him, actually. Oh my god! There is another crisp in town! What the heck? Look at that! Oh boy, he's trapped now. Oh, is he dead? Actually, yes. It's a girl. Oh my gosh. It's my soulmate. My soulmate is dead right now. No, no, don't. I want to take a look at her. Oh, no. Oh, what? No, she's alive. Exit. Help her. Let's go. Hello. Hello, Crispa. How's it going? Draw a weapon. Yes. Because this is exactly what I would do in this situation. Remove her from the pain. I am so sorry. Okay. I gave her a mustache, kind of. Anyways, guys. Apparently, balanced FSR is still not enough for those 60 plus, guys. And let's see on performance. Performance FSR. Will it get 60 plus all of the time? I just want to see if it's possible at this point, you know, and maybe if we can get 69 FPS average. We got that for a second there. Still drops. What the hell? Is it a bandwidth issue with the 9.7? It doesn't make sense, right? It can't be. Ultra Performance. Okay, now we can get 60 plus, I think. Yeah, alright guys, so this is what it takes for a 970 to achieve 60 plus frames per second in Cyberpunk Yes, Punk 2077 all of the time. It might still drop here and there, and you will need that overclock, by the way. Otherwise, it will drop as well by like 3 FPS or so. Oh my god, I died. But anyways, this is what it takes. Honestly, I truly expected to get into this video and be impressed about FSR and the GTX 970. Why can't I turn that off? Oh, okay, I can now. But I am not impressed. It seems like FSR with these older Maxwell GPUs. We've seen the same thing with the 750 Ti yesterday, for example, in Dying Light 2. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. It does make a difference, but it's not really that big. Again, let's start. That's what she said. No, that's not what she said. Let's go. This is medium settings now at 1080p native resolution. And I think this is probably how I'd play this game if it doesn't drop from 30, but it is very close to that, actually. Oh my gosh. It's pretty bad. Oh, the lens flares looked very beautiful there, actually, not gonna lie, but hey. Oh my... No! This is not fair, guys. She just wanted to die. Okay, it's not dropping here at least, so that means that it won't really drop from 30. And maybe this is a way to go for a lot of people. Lock the FPS to 30 have a console, last gen console like experience, or actually better because the graphics are better, and those consoles actually drop from 30 frames as well and have a ton of bugs. But yeah, again, it's a 970. I think like a 570 does a much better job, and in older titles they are comparable in performance, so it's very surprising to see this. Let's go ahead and use Ultra Quality FSR here. Is it playable? 40s, 50s? Let's go! It's so hard to control the car with these FPS. Also, where's Bob? We gotta kill that bastard. Where is he? No, come on, I want to get out. Okay, I managed to get out of there. No. There he is. There he is. Always selling his... whatever that is. Oh, he's running away already. What is this? What are you selling, Bob? Are those drugs? We don't want drugs in here. Bob is dead. Are they stealing my car? Like, what the hell is happening here? What? He is stealing my car. Get out. Get the heck out. I want to... Oh my gosh. I can't get inside of the car. Oh, this is my car. Okay, that's... that's an imposter. All right. Gosh. Okay. Okay, let's see. No bullets. Come on. Come on. Good stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. V. Right? That's his name. V. Just... Oh, no. The car is going to explode. God damn it, dude. I'm going to die again. Am I not? All right. This one is dead. Let's just make sure Bob is dead as well. What are you? What is that pose? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just taking a better look. Is this what I'd play this game with? This doesn't turn, guys. This doesn't turn. Probably, if I had a GTX 970 as my main GPU, I think this looks okay. And the extra performance is definitely welcomed. We are much more often in the 40s and even 50s at times than in the lower 30s. So, okay. It's not too bad. Also, I'm just noticing now that these are hybrid cars. You got the gas and you got some solar panels on top. This is interesting. Anyways, let's stop it there. I think, again, this is probably how I'd play this game with the GTX 970. Quality FSR, well, it starts looking a little bit too bad. We do get way more performance right now, though. So let's start counting the FPS and see it right there. I'm gonna keep these a little bit shorter from now on, actually, because I think we already found the perfect or the more adequate settings for this, I think, in my opinion, at least. So you get 50s here, not too bad, but again, if you have a sizable monitor, something that's like 22 inches or higher, you're probably gonna notice that quality FSR doesn't really look very good. Let's just kill Bob once again. Come on. There we go. There we go. Bob is under the car. He's dying. There he is. Dead at last. That's how I like him. Okay, let's drop it to balanced. Yeah, it does look pretty bad right now. Everything is very shimmery and soft, and it's just ugly at this point. Balanced FSR is just not good at 1080p resolution whatsoever. So let's bump it up to high settings now. Turn down the motion blur, or actually disable it completely because it's motion blur. Turn this off and turn this off as well. Okay, this is high settings at native 1080p resolution. What just happened with that car over there? He did a flip, like a side flip in the air. Anyways, yes, high settings is rough. It does drop from 30 frames per second at 1080p. Uh-oh, 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 let's get out. No, just let the car go and just get out. You don't need to stop the car. I am taking a human shield. No, she's going away. Gosh, all right. Where are the things? Where are the cars? I want the car right now. I always find it funny how he runs with his two fingers like this in the corner there. You can see it in the screen, right? Like, so weird. It's so weird. Oh, what happened here? Oh no, what? Okay, kind sir, get out of the car. You were just sleeping anyways. You shouldn't sleep while you drive, so I'm gonna take this. Okay, here we go. So we're in the 40s. 40s are not too bad. We're in 30s now. 30s are bad, but it's not terrible, right? It's not completely awful like it was at native resolution. And now it is dropping into the higher 30s, mid 30s. It's not the worst thing in the world. Once again, Is Bob there again? What the hell is he doing here? Why do you do this, Bob? So, 44 FPS average. That's much better than what we saw at Native Res. That's a very nice car. We're here in this area, by the way, and actually some people have asked me if this isn't more intensive than the other area where I test it more often. As you can see, it's not really dropping into the mid-30s or higher 30s even. So yeah, the other area was definitely more intensive. 44 FPS average, 33 1% lows. It's not bad, it's okay. It's high settings, so it looks a little bit better. Again, I wouldn't really go lower. Oh, it was on Auto instead of Ultra Quality. What was Auto then? It was Ultra Quality, right? Yes, we're getting around the same FPS still, so I guess Auto on the FSR setting here with a 970, on high settings at least 1080p, is Ultra Quality. Should we try Ultra settings, guys? I mean, it's not gonna go well, but we can definitely try it. Ultra at 1080p, it's so much more intensive. It's so much more intensive than high. Maybe it's still loading. Yeah, no, it wasn't really loading. It's still the same thing. This is really bad on Ultra, guys, okay? You should not do this ever. Ultra Quality FSR on Ultra settings. Holy crap, now we're seeing a massive difference. All right, that's a big improvement. We're above 30 now. It will still drop in the other more intensive area though, but I was really not expecting this big of a difference, honestly, guys. Damn, we went from 19, 20 FPS to 30 plus in that area back there. And now it's dropping already. Oh my god, it's dropping so much. Wow, this is bad. Kind of impressive that it doesn't really drop too much below 30. It dropped more in that little street there. But hey, nah. It's a no-go here on Ultra settings. I think I'm gonna do like 600 by 900 medium settings without FSR, because the lower the resolution, the worse FSR will look. So let's disable that. And let's see for a little bit how many frames we can get. It's not really that good, honestly. Gosh, it's very hard to control cars in this game. Just try it for yourselves if you haven't. Yeah, 40s. It's not horrible, once again. If you have a 900p monitor, I would probably pick these settings. Honestly, in most other games, the 970 does a really good job at 1080p resolution, so I think most of you will probably have 1080p resolution panels with this card. 720p does give you a really good boost in FPS. Look at that. We're almost getting 60 plus, dropping into the mid-50s at times, so that's a little bit impressive, actually. It seems like dropping the resolution with these older cards is a better option than using FSR. Well, there we go, guys. These are the results at 720p resolution. If you have a smaller monitor, you might want to play like this. I, again, feel like the 1080p res is the way to go. You can't really achieve 60 FPS anyways, so might as well keep it crispy, keep it beautiful at like medium settings, and use some FSR on Ultra Quality and enjoy the 30 plus FPS experience all of the time. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be back tomorrow with Elden Ring. So keep tuned in for that. As always, guys, love you all. Bye-bye.